We have all seen them rolling through western Massachusetts. They are big and deceptively fast. The tracks on which they carry the freight belong to the railroad. Trespassing continues to be an ongoing problem. Not only is it illegal, but it's potentially deadly.
Anytime you have people around railroad tracks, it's going to be dangerous because, as you saw earlier, trains come quick and they're very deceptive. You really don't know how fast they're going until they're on you, and they're also very quiet.
Case in point, while photographer Mike Hines was shooting this approaching train, we could barely hear anything. The train did not appear to be moving fast, but as soon as it passed us, we got a sense of how fast it was actually going. On this section of track, the speed limit is 50 miles per hour. It is the length of the train that makes it seem like it's moving much slower than it actually is.
I'm standing on the Roosevelt Avenue Railroad Overpass Bridge. Beneath this bridge is one of the most dangerous railroad trespassing spots in western Massachusetts. Trains can go by here as fast as 50 miles per hour. And it was just on the tracks from here where about a year and a half ago, a 16-year-old Springfield boy was killed while riding his bicycle.
This mural, painted by friends of Gregory Boughton, is located near the spot where he was killed. It serves as a grim reminder of the dangers of trespassing. Boughton was a student at Springfield Science and Technology High School. He and a friend were riding their bikes along the tracks. The train approached. Boughton apparently thought the train was on the other track and made a fatal mistake.
The boys saw the train coming, and one of them didn't realize which set of tracks it was on and actually jumped in front of the train. He was safe where he was and actually leaped in front of the train.
Boughton was one of 16 people killed in Massachusetts last year while trespassing on train tracks. It is a disturbing, growing trend. Despite the fatal accident, trespassing remains a problem at that location along Bay Street near Central High School.
I think that it is a problem, but a lot of the kids, they normally go just because it's a shortcut.
Springfield police regularly patrol the tracks first thing in the morning to look for trespassers, one of a train engineer's worst nightmares.
I like the challenge of operating a long freight train.
Bob Fournier has been operating freight trains for 30 years. He took us along for a ride to see the problem of trespassing from his vantage point. And it didn't take long to find our first violator.
Every time I come up here around this time, I see a guy. No? He walks across the bridge. We blow the whistle and ring the bell. Let them know we're coming. That's all we can do.
An engineer has to be aware of what's happening on the tracks at all times. Even while talking to us, Fournier kept looking straight ahead.
You keep a close eye out, like we got one coming right now. See, right there. Right?
She should be here.
Now, who knows if she was going to be a distraught person, you know, that was distraught or whatever you want to call it. Who knows? She might have trouble with her husband or something. She wanted to commit suicide, for all I know.
Bob Fournier's worst moment came 12 years ago in Connecticut. Two people in a car tried to beat his train across the tracks, but lost.
Still see that I hit in that car. I can still see it in my mind. I have a picture of that in my mind. It'll never leave there. It'll be there forever.
Despite that tragic accident and the challenges of operating a 100-car, 8,000-ton freight train, Bob Fournier wouldn't switch jobs with anyone. He has a passion and love for hauling the freight, and that's what keeps him on the tracks.
p.m. Okay. It's now the law.
Jumped on Mr. Gaynor and started hitting him. There you see the disturbance. We'll let the pictures tell the story here now for a moment.
All the dreams you never Michael on November 12, 1985. Springfield Police Department, Elaine Beauregard on November 15, 1985.
Letters that she never meant to send, lost or thrown away.
They're here to accommodate all the patients. For the troops going home, this is the day they've waited for since they were first on the front line.
Around my street, some people fight. And one night I heard a gunshot around my street and I got scared.
You worry about growing up?
Yes. Because I go outside. I'm scared to go outside sometimes and stuff.
You know, it's never going to be the same again. It hasn't been the same. It never will be. Part of it is missing.
That part of their lives is a 10-year-old girl named Holly Parainen. His body was found in a river.
Drugs more than I wanted anything else.
Not a lot of bikers are really nasty people. A lot of this is a hobby.
To the eye, La Perla seems forbidden. It lies beyond the walls of old San Juan. The walls are not only physical, they are symbols. It's as if La Perla has been forgotten, neglected, cast away to the sea below.